Hey there folks, rinimt here, and welcome back to rinimt hits the accidentally stop recording button. I mean, well, let's play Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. In the last part, we unlocked Castrum Abania, and now let's do it by staying up way past my bedtime. It's okay, Rini. So, we are going to be level 70 synced. I do not have the level 70 skill. I decided that I would rather have Flight in the Peaks before I do my monk quest, because the monk quests take place in the peaks for the most part, if I remember right. So it was just a fringe benefit to get it. Okay, as soon as I pull out my phone, of course that's when it comes up. The macro is probably gonna have to come back out. So welcome to Castrum Abania. It's been a while since we've been in Imperial area dungeon. So yes, lots and lots of Imperials to be seen. Of course, I need to make sure I hit my macro, and the tank is just charging in. I'm hitting my macro to be safe, mainly. So, we are going to have our first group of enemies come out of these things in the walls. Mainly the larger ones. These smaller ones are not so much going to do so. Actually like a chance to hit my form shift too, instead of just having to charge right into battle. So yeah, you can already see kind of our next enemies in there. So we are going to have two waves here. It looks like I kind of triggered them here. Make sure I am AoEing. So I actually kind of don't like tanking the dungeon, if I'm honest with you. Dungeon just kind of sucks to tank. Things hit somewhat hard, and there's a lot of no-till tank busters on bosses. Namely on the first boss. I'll talk about when we get there, but yeah, the first boss has some no-tills on the tank busters, which really sucks. We're gonna have to make sure, yeah, I'll try and mention it if I actually see it, but, yeah, and it's not a pretty tank buster either. It really does hurt. Also, these pulls can just get kind of painful, actually. Yeah, this dungeon just isn't that fun to tank. It's also not that fun to heal for the same reasons, pretty much, actually. So yeah, as we pull those two bits, some Imperials are going to come out from behind us, and we need to make sure, or the tank needs to make sure that they grab them, because there is going to be a spellcaster in there. So you want to make sure you are aware of that. Oh, I just did a nice blow flare there. Yeah, the signifier here. Still likes to hang out in the back. Luckily, it looks like we actually got these fruits. Charge to the end. So we do have the first boss coming up here already. The Magna Rother. Yes, we are going hardcore Final Fantasy VI references in this dungeon to the Magitech facility. Oop. Accidentally had auto run on. systems nominal. Powering Magitech engines. Wishing I had my level 70 skill, but I don't. Because level 70 skill actually is pretty decent long, if I'm honest. Right, combos really well with Riddle of Fire. At least the time with it. Alright, so eventually here, I think it's an HP trigger. HP and time trigger. He's gonna charge up these wild speed, which he's gonna charge around the arena. And then just keep doing this. And also, these Imperials are going to appear. I don't know what the tank is doing. And once the right side is done, so right and left side, there's one Imperial per. You can use the cannon, and you can use the cannon to make the Magna Rotor stop charging around. As well as charging around, you just really can't do much there. So this thing, Tank Buster, I think I might have seen it there, but it is wheel. Like I said, there's no teleport, it just does it at some points. You can kind of see it in animations, you kind of just have to feel it. Yeah, that was it right there. That is the Tank Buster. You have no wind up to when it's coming, and it sucks. You just have to be ready. And yes, I've had healers be like, make sure you're using your abilities for the Tank Buster. I'm like, yeah, it'd be great if I could know when the Tank Buster was coming. Thanks. So, yeah. Alright, so now we're gonna have these little incubation pods. We want to make sure that we kind of all charge in at the same time. We don't want to charge in recklessly because we want to try and get rid of them before they deploy. At least as many as we can. Well, you can usually get rid of the 2 here on the left, and maybe 1 if you've got like a dancer that's doing a good job at AoEing stuff. Unfortunately. You might pull it off. Yeah, okay, we got 3 down. We're not going to get 4 though. I have never seen 4. So the ones that are not, the ones that do deploy are going to pull out these hyper-tuned enemies. And it's just another regular enemy that's actually going to do damage instead of one that, well, does nothing. I would rather have something do nothing than, you know, do stuff. So, oh look, an empty room. Not, yeah, Imperials. Once they are free from their back there, put barricade so we cannot actually go forward. This is a very anti-big hole dungeon. I think that's another reason this dungeon is just a pain in the behind. So with these dogs, there's nothing much to really know. We've fought one before, but they do have a small little charge. So these rollers are going to come out of the sides. These red ones. You want to be off. You can kind of see the X motion that they'll make here. You want to be off that. You want to make sure you're not on these little red parts here that are on the side. Otherwise, if you are, you'll get hit by their wild charge. It's kind of basically your free tell for where they're going to come out. Also, there is a treasure coffer over to the side. And once those rollers are down, we can continue. Hi. I don't know where the tank's going. Other than not the right way. You always want to make sure you're going upwards, pretty much. So, same deal here. We are going to have more pods. This is the even more difficult one, actually, to pull off comparatively. Because as you can see, they are more spread out. Because some brothers are going to come out this time. Basically, we're going to have a combination of the last 2 rooms. If you get a placement right there, like the healer is doing, you can kind of place it so you're hitting 2. And you should be preparing to grab those and not trying to kill the deployment. Because that's just not going to happen. Hello, I have a friend, you see? I still have a friend? Why do I still have a friend? That's a very good question. This. Yeah. really wish I had level 70 skill, but I made the conscious decision not to go do the monk quest until after I have flight in the peaks. And you know how I said this is FF6? This is number 24. Literally number 24. FF6 boss midpoint, right near the end before big story drop in that tech facility. Yeah, that number 24. So Stab is going to be the tank buster here. Ow. I felt that one. Thankfully I didn't actually feel it because I would have been dead. So I'm a squishy melee. So, for this, you will want to stand in each of these towers. Do you remember in Bardam's Meadow how we had those different towers? Yeah, so this is going to be the same exact deal. Now he's going to be like, my cup runs over with ice and fire. So luckily, number 24 is already in the right one. We will want to be in the Thunder one. You need the one element he does not mention there to not be countered. So this is sort of like his magic tech barrier that he does in FF6. Oh, Pink, why are you turning him? my positional foe. Oh, Tank, why are you leaving? Tank, stay! Stay, boy. Stay! So, lightning and ice. And I was gonna say it before. Oh my gosh. Seriously. That is actually really lucky that he did the same one. The right one in the same spot twice there. I've had tanks just sit there as they're getting constantly countered, not pulling it out of the spot, going to get the right element, even if as a healer you have rescue, even not rescuing over to the right spot, and they'll still not go in. It's like, ah! You're getting countered! Do you not see this? So this is basically the only mouse pull you can do in this dungeon. And it's 2 whole pulls. Actually, it's really 2 painful pulls. So there's going to be these carrier crates off to the sides here, and we will want to AoE these down, especially these little slashers. These slashers are a lot squishier, and as a tank, you will really want to make sure you have your self buffs up here so you don't get your butt kicked. Alright. I would really like the tank, the butt, to not be where it is, actually. So one thing I actually haven't really talked about is in patch 5.5, which I am doing this after here, is they added this thing on the enemies, and this tells you where their sides are. Like you can better see what direction the enemies are facing. And this actually tells you really well how to figure out their sides and stuff and where like cleaves are safe and all that. So it's really actually useful for melee. So even for enemies that are omnipositional, you can still see like where their front is and stuff. Let's get a little bit of a bigger enemy, so this is just going to be 2 of the crates at once. I am about to just hit arm's length myself, because that's going to slow the enemies. Assuming they hit me. Yep, I just slowed this enemy that is hitting me because I am apparently a tank now. Yeah. We should have a larger enemy coming up here and I can better kind of show what I'm talking about with these arrows. I thought about it, I was like, I'm gonna mention this dungeon, and then I just completely forgot about it. But it's useful. At first I was like, what's the point? But now that I've actually played with it. Alright, so let's look at this Iron Fist Colossus here while I'm also trying to do fighting. So you see how there's these 2 arrows on the side? That way, like, from the side you can see, okay, so that is his front up there. So, like, for this, like, right behind it, like, right in the middle of it, if for anything that's, like, a big plate like that, you will know that that is, you know, your safe spot, like, from the back of that arrow, that you can still hit your positionals on the sides. Because, like, the side positionals are, like, really wonky, but you can still hit them from there, which is cool. It's cool. So, I mean, now that I play with it, it's neat. Off we go. Basically, I'm the one who's gonna trigger the cutscene. So I've been saying this entire time, FF6, FF6, FF6. Well, FF6! This is the boss from the escape from the Magitech facility when you're on the minecart. This is Inferno. I sound like a Colossus guy. So yeah, this is Inferno. Hello, Inferno. So Inferno, he's gonna have his 2 claws. We do not need to destroy them. What Fortune receives is a promising test subject. So Kidder Slash is gonna be the tank buster. For now, it's not too bad. Obviously, you still want to buff for it and whatever. Rahu Blaster is a frontal cone. Unfortunately, it's gonna turn a lot. I do need to actually save some of my shoulder tackles for this. No! I hit the wrong button. I'm really good at this. I am pro monk. This way, little one, this way. Time for your medicine. So when you see this time for the medicine, he's gonna run over to the starting spot and he's gonna have this weird blowy thing happen and he's gonna get this buff. This buff is going to be Ketsu's strength is enhanced. Yep, left arm is now stronger. So Ketsu is the one that does the tank buster. So now whenever he does tank buster, the tank buster is also going to inflict a bleed, and Rahu is the other part. I believe the Rahu Blaster gets stronger if that one gets buffed as well. Look at this slash, another tank buster here. And the tank just randomly home ganged. I just noticed that. Don't ask me why. So Ketsu and Rahu, so now it's going to have a different thing going on here. Last time we had that, this, along with this, where we have to barely get any safe spots here. That was not directional at all. Oh my gosh. Stop turning! Alright, Kidder Slash, another tank buster. Yeah, that tank buster, it starts to hurt, man. Especially when the tank gets buffed. This way, little one, time for your medicine. So I believe this time, when it goes over for its medicine, this is gonna buff Rahu. Also, what's gonna happen is, I believe we're gonna get some tethers going on here. So yeah, Rahu's strength is now enhanced. So yeah, we're gonna get some tethers here. If these tethers catch us, then we will be grabbed and we have to be freed. I'm getting grabbed. Yeah, seized. Why is the dancer not freeing us? I guess he was focused on the Packer. So the Packer does, like, it charges towards where Rahu is. Ow! And... please don't hit me with that. That was right in the middle there. Yeah, so the Packer, like, goes up to her and starts charging at the thing, but you do have enough time to free people from the little claws. You do want to go for the little claws before you go for the Packer. Just because the people who are tethered to the little claws are going to be seized, and you're just focusing on the Packer, and you're going to be dealing with it. Yeah. Oh, and we just learned Enlightenment and Deep Meditation too. Now I get to talk about Deep Meditation too. Goody. Goody. Oh, I just got both player combinations. So Deep Meditation 2, real quick, is our next upgrade to Meditation, of course. Now, they actually buffed this when they did the mod buffs in 5.4. What's going to happen is whenever we crit, as long as we're not level 6.
Are you alright?
And we're level 74 or above, whenever we quit critical hit, we will get 1 charge of our chakra. So it's 100%. It used to be like 60%, now it's, or 70% or something like that. Now it's 100%. Every time you crit, you get a charge. It's so great. Anyway.
Ah, I think that answers my question. We've accomplished our objectives as well.
Lisa's unit should be advancing upon the fire control center in the command tower. Let us join them. Lise! Thank the 12 you're all right.
And you. There's the control center. Let's hit them hard and fast. Ready?
They're here!
It was you, wasn't it? Wasn't it?!
I gave the order to fire.
It was over! The Skulls had surrendered, no one else had to die, and you killed them! Your own people! Your own comrades!
You're right! I killed them. Ansfrid, Rudolph, Emlyn, all the rest. Trained and fought with every last one of them. Good soldiers to a man. I gave the order that led to their deaths. And I knew exactly what I was doing.
But why? Why would you do that?
They died so that all Ala Mhigans could live free. That was all we ever wanted. We made a promise that we would do whatever it took, so that one day the Imperials would learn to accept us. But everything comes at a price. And if you haven't got the means to pay, then you pay with blood. Service guarantees citizenship, but citizenship guarantees naught. It's not enough to do your part, oh no. You have to run faster. Fight harder, kill more and more and more, and only then will you be equal. That's just how it is out here in the provinces. You buy your freedom with blood. There is no other way.
Shut up! Shut your mouth! You don't get to talk about freedom! You killed your own! They trusted you, and you killed them! Murderer! Butcher! Traitor!
Lise!
Gotcha!
I know what you can do. I've already seen it.
Alize!
Even so, the odds are against me.
Coward! Get back here!
Hero! Lord Xenos invites you to join him for the Royal Hunt, to be hosted at the palace. You may bring your horde, if you like. All are welcome.
She'll be all right, but we'll need to carry her. Will you help me? Thank you. Lys, I leave matters here in your hands.
Right.
Whew. Well, we did it. Castrum Abania belongs to us now. Not owner people took Alizé to Radiata to receive treatment. Alvino tells me she'll make a full recovery. I know I should be happy. We won! And with minimal casualties too. But somehow, it feels empty. We should report to General Alden. Carl wasn't here, but who knows? Maybe one of Rabon's men found something which could lead us to her. Can't hurt to ask anyway. Mount speed in the peaks has increased. Rabon's invitation. Lieutenant Commander Hex, a fine work you did today. After specking on Piratorus, we needed a resounding victory like this. Thanks to you, Roger's star yet burns bright. I'm glad. I really am. We should know that Alizé was injured in the fighting. Incredible, but I'm pleased to hear that she will make a full recovery. Ferdol's parting words, on the other hand, ring less favorably in my ears. But if Xenos wishes to invite us to a so-called royal hunt, then this bull would fain accept. What troubles you, Lys? Oh, it's nothing. It's just that we're almost to the end, but we've still got to save Kral and do so much more. We'll find her soon enough. Pippin has his best men scouring the Castrum's archives as we speak. Listen, Lys. It will take time for us to fully occupy the Castrum and prepare the advance into the Lochs. While we wait, there is something I would like to show you. Both of you. After all, this may be the last chance we have to catch our breath before the final push. I don't see why not. Then come with me to Radiata. From there, we'll need to follow another road south. Are you gonna automatically take me there? That would be useful. Let's get mount speed up. That's step one in making this. Yeah, we're going way down there, huh? At least we have mount speed up. So the other thing we got was enlightenment when we hit level 74. So what is enlightenment? It is finally another thing for our chakra. So instead of a single target, it's gonna do a conal attack. And oh my gosh, how I wish we could have this before 74. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Pretty nice to have. Oh, I swear to God, there's gonna be more quests down here. Nope. Not doing them. Nope. 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 No. We're just pushing forward at this point. At least for the peaks. Even though for all these years, it's still the same. But I'm getting ahead of myself. You deserve a proper welcome. In the form of side quests! Oh, God. I'll come back for him later. Maybe. Liberty or death? Lieutenant, Lys, I brought you both here for a reason.
I wanted to show you this house. My house.
You mean this is where you grew up?
Aye. Not much to look at, is it? Same could be said of the village. It was damn near impossible to live off the land, barren as it was, which is why so many of us traded our plowshares for swords. Swords and uniforms, mind. We became military men. Tensions were rising between Ala Mhigo and the Empire, and there was always a need for more soldiers to watch the border. It was only a matter of time before the first skirmishes broke out. It's a frightening thing to face Magitech armor for the first time. But after a lot of trial and error, I found ways to bring them down. After a few victories, people even said I had a knack for it. And then one day they hit us. Hard. I was wounded and sent home to recover. Back here.
Will you remain silent for fear of the Mad King's vengeance? Of his eyes and ears in the shadows and his knives in the dark? You, who call this living dishonor our nation. It is but a slow death. Liberty or death? Liberty or death! If this be your creed, then raise up your hands, raise up your voices! Together we will tear Theodoric from the throne! Together we will reclaim our freedom! Send you home to mend, did they?
Aye, sir. Garlean's got the better of us. The chirurgeons say I'm healing well, so it won't be long now.
Liberty or death, is it? Tell me, soldier. What do you think those words mean?
We must needs be willing to die for liberty.
Spoken like a true patriot. But liberty should not be the end in of itself. Liberty is a chance to build something better. A stronger, more prosperous home for our people. It's not quick or easy work. And it is never truly finished. But if you neglect it, then sooner or later, you look up to find you've traded one tyrant for another.
Well, sir, I've never asked for much. Never wanted to live like a king, just wish it were a little bit easier is all. For me and everyone else. And I'm willing to die for that, if that's what it takes.
Dying is easy, soldier. Living is harder. Rest, mend. Regain your strength. You'll need it in the days to come. And mayhap one day we will need it too.
Conrad chose you as his successor, Lys, and I will not gainsay his decision. I have but one question to ask. Liberty or death? Those were Curtis's words and his creed. Will you swear by your father's creed before your comrades and the gods?
Liberty or death. That's all you can hope for in war. Father understood that. And you want to know if I do too. I swear to you, here and now, I will fight until the end. Be it liberty or be it death. But the freedom we win must be for every Ala Mhigan, even ones like Fordola, though they may hate us, and the Ananta, though they may fear us. We'll fight, and we'll talk, and we'll find a way to make it work for all of us. Compared to all that, retaking our home will seem like the easy part.
A good oath. And there is naught else to say. You are indeed your father's daughter.
Even the blind man could see that Lys wasn't herself. Not that I don't understand. To be thrust into a position of authority under such circumstances, to be made responsible for lives of so many, it isn't easy. And when you see your friend get cut down before your eyes, it only gets harder. I'll wager she thought Alize was dead for a moment back there. 'Tis one thing to risk your life for a cause, but to risk that of another is a burden no soldier is ever truly ready to shoulder. Shoulder. Yeah. The fear, the guilt, it weighs on her. And that's good. It will make her a better commander. But first she needs to learn to carry it, to not let it break her, to remember that some causes are worth fighting for. Liberty or death. Her father's words gave me strength once. Mayhap they'll do the same for her now. Right then, I think I've said enough. The two of you can head back. I mean to stay a bit longer. I understand. He's been away for a long time, and he probably wants to be alone for a while. Let's head back to Radiata. Okay, that's way up there, though. Oh, okay. So you weren't actually going all the way up, huh? Wait, am I the only one who feels like I'm being watched? I don't know if it's Imperials or Bandits, but I know there's more than one of them. Let's split up. You head northwest, I'll head northeast. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so. Oh, come on. At least we have the mount speed increase. If not flying yet. We're so close. Just need to finish this. Hello. Seven hell, she's seen us. Sorry. Dead's as good as alive to the Imperials. Okay, that's totally wrong keys right there. Virtually direct hits do not count for chakra. Which is what I'm seeing happening here. Alright. Let's get back over towards Abania. They attacked you too, didn't they? I had no choice. They're Ala Mhigo, not even conscripts by the look of them. Barely adults. In fact, some of their faces look familiar. Yeah, I remember. They're from Radiata. They must have seen us when we were looking for Stark. They probably thought the Imperials would reward them if they captured or killed. Oh god. Alize and Alphino could be in danger too. We have to get back to Radiata and find Naga. Hi, Naga. What's all this about? You two look ready for a fight. We were ambushed by villagers outside Radiata and thought they might try to attack you too. Are you alright? Aye, we're fine. The twins are at Stark's. Alize was asleep last I checked. I'm sorry, did you say you were ambushed by villagers? Not soldiers? Did they not see what we just did to Castrum Abania? Goddamn fools! Please, Arya, we overheard you talking. The ones that attacked you, they were young? Less than 20 summers? I thought so. It's always the young ones. The ones who have only ever known the occupation. They're the ones you've got to look out for. See, the only decent work to be found in Radiata is for the Imperials, and everyone knows it. Children grow up knowing it. They have it pounded into their skulls that the best they can hope for is to serve an Imperial officer. Bloody fools. After everything they've seen us accomplish, they ought to be begging to fight for the resistance, not against us. They've been living in the shadow of a Castrum their whole lives. A few victories won't change that. You got some who can't wait to spit in a soldier's eye, but they get beaten for their trouble, or worse. Even so. And the ones that don't fight back but refuse to beg, well, they just starve. Beat the dog that bites his master's hand and ignore the dog that refuses to do his bidding, see? In the end, the ones that learn to abide are the ones that survive. Now you may say that's all about to change, and I believe you. Many here do. The young man or woman who grew up only knowing what he knows has got every reason to doubt. Remember that. Do what you have to if it comes to it, but remember that. The sooner we liberate Ala Mhigo and bring an end to the occupation, the better. Only then can we show these youths that things do not have to be this way. Only then will they know what it means to live free. We're going to build a new home for ourselves together. A better home than they've ever known. I believe I can fly. Finally. Finally. The lady in red. Been thinking, if Alize needs more time to heal, maybe we should move her to Lochs Reach. She can receive much better care there. After all, our infirmary is probably the best place for her, short of sending her to Gridania. Indeed, and given what Mistress Wood has told us, I would rather she did not remain here. Then settled, I'll go and see about getting us a carriage and an escort. Alphino, you should get your sister ready for the journey. Arya, would you mind going on ahead and telling Aurella that we're on our way? I'm on bed waiting for Alize when she arrives. Thanks. Alright, let's head to Lochs Reach. Hello. Do you require assistance? Very well. We will make ready to receive the patient at once. Give me a hand, would you? There, all crisp and freshly laundered. We're here. Is everything in order? Right, we're bringing her in. Honestly, Alphino, you need to have gone to all this trouble. What can I say? It seemed a good way to discourage you from limping off to battle when my back was turned. Listen to Aurella, please. You need your rest. I know. And he knows a crow? She'll be cross if you make her wait too long, as will I. A chilling prospect indeed. I'll find her sister. I'll fight twice as hard for the both of us. They're good together when they're not at each other's throats. I miss that feeling. Alright, I have a favor to ask. Would you mind waiting outside for me? I won't be a moment. Okay. Let's go find Lise. Or at least where she wants us to wait for her. So I can get around all the fences and the nonsense.
Sorry to have kept you waiting. Well, what do you think? I know it's a bit old-fashioned, but in a traditional sort of way, Ida wore it whenever she could. Not that I'm pretending to be her or anything. Not again. It's just... if this is the last battle we fight to free Ala Mhigo, then she ought to be a part of it.
It suits you.
It's nice of you to say so. And a bit embarrassing. But mostly nice. Anyway, the real reason I asked you here was to sneak in a warm-up before the final battle. There's this place I know where monks used to spar as part of their training. Care to join me?
Speak with Leeds when she loads back in. Maybe we got a little carried away. But yes, that was fun. Thank you, Arya. You're the best kind of friend. The kind that's not afraid to knock some sense into you. Cheek to cheek achievement. However, upon the Great Lochs shore. Now that Alize's settled in, it's time we rejoin the fight. Though actually, maybe you and Alphino should go on ahead without me. I need to lack strategy with the officers and that might take a while. Why are there quests? No! What did I say about this? We're charging forward. I can't see anything. Ah, there you are. Was it at least wanted of you? Just, you know. Sparring match on the destroyer's very palm? Would have liked to have seen that. But she's right. We have lingered here long enough. I'm ready to depart when you are. Take care, you two. Don't do anything I wouldn't. And you had better not rise up from that bed until you are given express permission to do so. Or Yonjay will be paying you a visit soon. He is already worried enough as it is. We have a long road ahead of us. Lead the way, Arya. Alright, back to Castrum Abania, which means Alagiri. What am I missing? One freaking quest. One freaking quest I didn't do. Hold on. Hold on. Hi! Closing up shop! You're one of those adventurers, aren't you? Travel this way and that, always helping folks. Well, I believe I speak for all of us here when I say we need your help. I'm sure you've noticed, we don't have much. The only reason we get by is a merchant who comes and sells us supplies. I say sell, but it's so cheap you might as well give it away. Trouble is, without so much as a word, he suddenly stopped coming. I'd go and search for him myself, but anyone who could have kept watch while I'm gone has been conscripted by those damn Imperials. Would you try asking around at Radiatus if anyone's seen them? He always talked about going there, so I figured it's a good place to start. Hello, again. Cold Hearth? Why would anyone sell their wares in that ghost town? A merchant traveling to Cold Hearth? Wait, that's the guy in league with the Imperials, isn't he? Now you mention it, I haven't seen him in a while. Yeah, I've heard of him. Name's Frank. Some folks say he's doing those people a favor, but I think he's up to something. Searching Alagiri! Where are you, Frank? There's Frank. Hello. They're asking about me at Cold Hearth. I'd love to help, but the situation's gotten complicated, you see. The reason I was selling to them so cheap is because someone else was footing the bill. Some Imperial soldier said he grew up there. He went to the Garleans willingly, if you can believe it. They made him a watchman at one of their labor camps, and he's been funneling all his pay to me. Granted, I keep peddling my goods at Cold Hearth. Fred, his friends and family would refuse his gift after turning his back on them. He got the smart idea sending me up there, selling whatever they need for next to nothing. Thing is, he hasn't contacted me in days. Shame too. The next trip I was supposed to deliver this bottle of Arak, and it's hard to come by nowadays, but he paid me good money to find it. Mind taking it there for me? As for this conversation, I'll leave it up to you whether or not you tell anyone. All things considered, I think he might have wanted someone to know. Oy, 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 oy. Ahem. Do you find any sign of the merchant? He was paid to come here by an Imperial turncoat? They worked at the labor camp? No, it can't be. A puddle of Arak. My son said, he said someday we'd... Never mind about the merchant. Here, it's not much, but you deserve it. Thank you for this. Thank you! No, I'm not doing your next quest. I'm getting this vista, and we're going to find Pippin. Thank you. Let's go find Pippin. I'm not doing your dang quest right now. I have a goal. I'm already up too late. I have a goal. Okay. We're getting there. Thankfully, I don't have to work tomorrow. You are returned. How fares your sister Alpina? Her rapier wit remains undull, for better or for worse. Have there been any developments in her absence? I'm proud to say that Castrum Abania is now wholly under our control. At present, we are taking stock of the enemy's supplies and redistributing them amongst our men. Also, whilst sifting through the officer's documents, we learned that a unit of skulls under Fridol's command passed through the Castrum en route to the capital, with a single prisoner in their custody. Kryl! It has to be her! In all likelihood, yes. You'll be glad to hear that the tunnel leading to the Lochs has been secured by our soldiers and is now safe for travel. And one final piece of good news. Reinforcements from all 4 Alliance nations have arrived and joined the main host, which has established a new base of operations within the Lochs. Commander Hex should be arriving soon, yes? When she does, we will call a meeting to discuss the final stage of Frogger's Beacon. Sorry for keeping you all waiting. An Ala Mhigo folk dress? How very fitting, and well-fitting, I might add. I wanted to do something for Ida and myself. This is it, the last push. We're coming, Kryl. I got flight. Let's go back to no flight.
I remember my father's words. How they rang in my ears as we left Castrum Abania behind and looked out over the Lochs before us. Comrades brave and true, they had come from all across Eorzea to stand with us, to stand against oppression and tyranny. 20 years the Empire had ruled us, but no longer. Liberty or death. Liberty or death.
Ere we begin, I would say to you as a proud son of Ala Mhigo that I am grateful to each and every one of you for your part in this endeavor. Now, to the heart of the matter. The enemy appears content to remain within the city walls and await the inevitable siege. Open conflict has been sporadic thus far. Whether Xenos is biding his time until reinforcements arrive, or attempting to bait us into a trap, none can say. We know better than to trust his word.
Regardless, we can ill afford to present Garlemald with a chance to ready her legions. It would be in our best interest to press for a swift resolution.
A long siege wouldn't be good for the people in the city either. If food becomes scarce, you know who'll starve first.
Just so. Therefore, I propose we commit our forces to an all-out assault. What say you? It would seem we are of one mind. Then let us proceed to the how of it. The Immortal Flames will form the vanguard, supported by the archers and the conjurers of the Order of the Twin Adder, under the Elder Seatseer's command. Once the main host has cleared a path to the walls, we will bring forward the artillery of the Maelstrom and the Temple Knights. I would have your cannons pound the gates and punch a hole right through the middle of their defenses.
What about the resistance?
Your part will be to occupy the residential district and keep civilians out of harm's way. the people are more like to trust their own.
Of course. You can count on us.
Remember that there is a second
I
entrance to the
apologize for
city
any
proper
background
there.
noises happen.
If all goes to plan, we will have secured 2 points of entry. Once both objectives are complete, we press on into the city, surround the palace, and hunt down Xenos. As for the Scions, you will be held in reserve as an irregular unit until we have more intelligence on your captured comrade. Kryle's rescue will be your primary concern, but I dare say we'll find a use for you once her freedom has been secured.
Thank you, General. I pray we find her quickly.
Rhalga's beacon nears its end. Soon, my friends, Ala Mhigo will be ours once more!
So, the special fate is kind of sort of currently up in the Lochs. When I entered, I'm like, wait, why is there thunder? Is it up? It's up. It's up, isn't it? Flying till he walks in. Oh, hey, yeah, it's up. We have the special weather. So, special fates! This is the first time I get to talk about this. There's special fates in certain zones in each expansion. This is one of the special fates in Stormblood. You'll notice there's nothing on the map. We can't see it. That's not the special fate. These special fates are not visible on the map. You can tell it's here because this particular one spawns the weather Quick Levin. You can see now that we're out of the cutscene, it's a very special Levin, but in the cutscene it was just the regular thunder. That's why I'm like, wait a moment. Wait a moment. So this is Axion! Hexion, yes, as in FF10, Axion. And I literally don't have another job high enough to do this fate. God. It's fine. It's fine. This is a level 70 fate. I do need to be up this late, though. So hopefully, we can do this. This may be very iffy to do because it is very late at night. Alright, so Axion, this is going to be very interesting. We are kind of low on people because of the time. And it's been a while since I fought Axion too, so I need to avoid those dashes. Sorry, someone's asking where it is. So we need to avoid those dashes. Those dashes are very painful. Oh gosh, I haven't changed my Bahamut Eggy status. That's something I need to do because I am now at the level that Bahamut Eggy is a thing, and that's a summoner thing for level 70. Trying to type and talk and not working too well. Alright, so, oh gosh, this is gonna be nasty. So he's also going to be doing random shocks all over the place, and yeah, you can see there was a bunch of vulnerability going on there. We really don't want that. Now he's going to be sending Stormclaws down. Stormclaws, you need to avoid these. Like, so of course they are going to try and track some people. So Aerospark, excuse me, Aerospark's gonna do a thing in a particular area. Avoid this. I really need to make sure I'm saving my shoulder tackles for the amount of in and out. That we have to do on this fight. Alright, so we got another dash going on. I don't see where the other one is. There it was. Yeah, so this is the basic bits of Axion for now. Man, this video has we've done a lot. We've had an adventure here. I was able to at least get back out of that Aerospark. I guess I could bring Dragon out here for a little bit more damage. Ow! I know it's just too late. Alright, so, actually didn't get moved, it got... so now he's starting to prepare a Thorian Hammer. We need to kill these 3 elemental sparks before he prepares this, because if they're not killed, then it's supercharged and we will wipe. It's just instant wipe for everything. But with them dead, Hammer does not do too much to us. Yeah, so I didn't actually mean to be doing much in the Lochs yet, because I still kind of need to go do my long quest. But, I guess I was meant to come here, or something. Must be it, pretty much. So now we're past that midway point. Axion's gonna do roughly a lot of the same nonsense. Wish I had my level 70 skill. But I don't. So, Sentinel Lance, just a low clonal, as you can kind of see there. Another Aerospark. People not checking Party Finder. I should be used to this Wrath of Zeus. I think that was just a general area-wide. I normally say raid-wide, but it's just fate-wide. Fate-wide attack. Good. So he's kind of getting a little pissy mode. Or definitely entering pissy mode here. But, yeah, no. Boss pissy mode. What else is new at low percent? More clones, more thunder, and yeah, we should have this. No problem. Where are they facing? I don't see the third one. Over there. Oh, I was like right on the edge of that. And I was on the edge of that Aerospark. And we're not hit! And we're hit. Gosh dang it. I thought I got out, but leg on. And we are good. Ride on. So that was Axion! That was literally our first time giving us some fate. Wasn't it? So we've got something to now do. We have 6 horns. I need to do a thing. And let's actually go back to Rogger's Reach real quick. I also need to go get the orb here. Oh, didn't mean to go off. No. Let us... Oh no, is this NPC actually gonna be here? The NPC isn't here yet! I can't do anything till I beat the... I clear Stormblood. So there's supposed to be an NPC for trading there, but they don't appear until you beat Stormblood. Oh look! Rain and thunder weather. Regular rain and thunder weather now that Axion is dead. Just a coincidence, I guess. But, yeah. Anyways, on that note, I am up way too freaking late, but I played Axion this time. And my decision to do this. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. If you really enjoyed it, consider supporting the channel. All support greatly helps to keep making content like this and more. It's so I can't remember my outro. You'll find links for that in the description, along with links to me on social media. So thank you again for watching, and until next time, this is rinimt Team, signing out. Bye! Right on! Except I can't because I haven't beat Stormblood.